Hey there, food fans! Welcome back to another delicious episode of Crafted in Kitchen. Today we're making something super special to Australians, the Lamington. This iconic treat is a staple in Aussie households and bakeries. These yummy squares of sponge cake covered in chocolate and coconut are more than just a dessert. They're a big deal here. Each bite is a delightful mix of textures and flavors. And believe me, one bite and you'll be hooked. So grab your aprons and let's dive into making this quintessential Aussie treat together. Story goes that the Lamington was created by accident, a delightful mistake that has since become a beloved treat. This culinary marvel dates back to the early 1900s, a time when kitchens were bustling with innovation and creativity. Lord Lamington, a governor in Queensland, Australia, found himself with unexpected guests one day. His resourceful chef, faced with a shortage of fancy desserts, ingeniously dipped leftover sponge cake in rich chocolate sauce, and then rolled it in shredded coconut, creating a unique and delicious combination. And just like that, the Lamington was born, quickly becoming a classic Australian dessert enjoyed by many. Lamingtons are a huge part of Australian life. You'll see them at birthday parties, school fairs, and afternoon tea. We even have a National Lamington Day on July 21st every year. That's how much we love these treats. All right, let's make some Lamingtons. These delightful Australian treats are perfect for any occasion, whether it's a cozy afternoon tea or a special celebration. Today, we'll guide you through each step to ensure your Lamingtons turn out perfectly delicious. This recipe is perfect for a nice afternoon snack for two. The ingredients are simple and easy to find, making this a convenient and fun baking project. Let's start by gathering everything we need. For the sponge cake, you'll need the following ingredients. The sponge cake is the foundation of our Lamingtons, so it's important to get it just right. 60 grams unsalted butter, softened. Make sure the butter is at room temperature so it mixes well with the other ingredients. 60 grams castor sugar. This will add the perfect amount of sweetness to our sponge. Asterisk 1 egg. The egg will help bind everything together and give the cake its structure. 60 grams self-raising flour. This flour already has baking powder in it, which will help our cake rise beautifully. For the icing, we'll need a few more ingredients. 100 grams icing sugar. This will form the base of our chocolate icing, giving it a smooth and sweet texture. 2 tablespoons cocoa powder. This will give our icing that rich chocolate flavor that pairs so well with the sponge cake. 1 tablespoon butter, melted. The melted butter will add a lovely richness to the icing. 2 to 3 tablespoons boiling water. This will help dissolve the icing sugar and cocoa powder, creating a smooth and glossy icing. 1 cup desiccated coconut. This is the final touch that gives Lamingtons their signature look and texture. Now, let's move on to the instructions. Okay, now set your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, or 160 degrees Celsius for a fan oven. Preheating the oven is crucial to ensure our cake bakes evenly. Grease and line a square baking pan. This will prevent the cake from sticking and make it easier to remove once baked. In a bowl, mix the butter and sugar until light and fluffy. This step is important for incorporating air into the mixture, which will help our cake rise. Add the egg and mix it in well. Make sure the egg is fully incorporated to avoid any lumps in the batter. Sprinkle in the flour and add the milk. The milk will help create a smooth and pourable batter. Gently mix everything together until smooth. Be careful not to overmix, as this can make the cake dense. Pour the batter into the pan and spread it out evenly. This will ensure the cake bakes uniformly. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until golden and springy to the touch. A skewer inserted into the center should come out clean. While the cake bakes, let's prepare the icing. Now it's time for the magic. Let's turn a simple sponge cake into a delicious Lamington. Sprinkle the icing sugar and cocoa powder into a bowl. Mixing these dry ingredients first will help prevent lumps in the icing. Add the melted butter and boiling water, 1 tablespoon at a time, and mix until smooth and shiny. The consistency should be thick enough to coat the cake but still pourable. Let the cake cool completely in the pan. This step is crucial because a warm cake will fall apart when dipped in the icing. Once the cake is cool, cut it into squares. The size is up to you, but traditionally, Lamingtons are about 5 centimeters square. Now for the fun part. Dipping the cake squares into the chocolate icing like a strawberry. Or pour the chocolate over the cake while making sure it gets fully covered. Quickly roll the coated cake in the coconut, pressing gently so it sticks. The coconut adds a wonderful texture and flavor to the lamingtons. Lamingtons are best eaten fresh, especially with a hot cup of tea. Perfect for a fancy afternoon tea or just a little treat. The classic lamington is awesome, but don't be afraid to get creative. Add some whipped cream or raspberry jam between two lamington halves for an extra yummy treat. So there you have it, how to make the perfect lamington. Remember, baking is about having fun, so put on your apron, get your hands messy, and make some of these Aussie classics. Until next time, y'all, bon appetit from Crafted in Kitchen.